Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting from my new subscribers, my old subscribers, everybody that's been leaving comments and feedback on other people's comments and responses with love, and I really appreciate that because that's what we're all about, is giving each other support. And I do have some disclaimers. I do swear. I do not talk about racial issues, country politics, or any religion organization or the affiliation of any religion organization, because I am spiritual, but I'm not a religious person. You have to be open-minded, and I do have to sing songs sometimes because we're clairaudient. We do get messages from the synchronicities in the music that we hear. So this is why we tune into certain vibrations in certain radio stations, and we give you guys songs to lyrics. I do have the privilege today to read for tarot readers themselves. If you have Virgo in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or anywhere in your natal birth chart, okay? So you guys know that anything that is in your natal chart, even your Vedic chart, resonates with you. Okay, so I will, this is a Celtic spread, but it morphs into this weird thing, okay? So let's get started. I do have a song for you guys, okay? And I will put it on right now. So the lyrics of the song, okay, the song's name is No Love by RKCB. So the card that crowns us right now is in our energy is the High Priestess. So you're the High Priestess pretty much. Okay, and this High Priestess is a female energy, of course. You can be male having this female energy. And for some of you guys, I get here that you're gay. You're a gay male having the High Priestess energy. And for some of you, you're female Virgo's High Priestess. Okay, I get here that you're a tarot reader. You're in the public eye. For some of you guys, you have a YouTube channel. For some of you guys, you're readers, but you're readers not in YouTube. You're just readers actually in other means. Maybe you have a website. Maybe you're a Reiki healer, a counselor, a spiritual counselor. Okay, you're so deep into the esoteric knowledge where you're tapped into the Akashic records here. Okay, you are one who knows but doesn't tell here. Okay, you're as woke as I come. You're lit. I get here. Okay, and so I did ask, like, what is your art? What is your art? And your art is the spiritual craft. You know a lot of things about everything. You even know magic. Some of you guys don't use magic. Some of you guys are just tarot readers. But I get here, if you're not a tarot reader, you can use the cards and you're a natural at it because you're an empath, you're clairvoyant, you're clairaudient. Everything. You're a channeler even. You can even talk to spirits. Okay, for some of you guys. Okay, and so I did pull a life path for you guys because I did ask what your art was, and then it said freedom. You're free to do what you choose. What does that mean? With this card, I got that you're free of any soul contracts. You're pretty much a person that knows you're so woke. You've really worked hard on perfecting your craft. You've had all this spiritual education, knowledge into the esoteric, Hermeticism. You might even know Egyptian. You know astrology. You know, you're just like woke. You're just like all your chakras are like working like a fine-tuned oil machine. For some of you guys do have a YouTube channel. And so I feel that everybody has soul contracts, right? But I feel here that you know how to get out of your soul contracts here. You know, because you try to fulfill your soul contract. But Spirit tells you, you know, when they tell you, okay, you know, this person does not want to fulfill this soul contract, you have to move on. You know, what crowns you is that you know you have a soul contract here with the Three of Pentacles. Even your hope and fears was the Six of Cups. Okay, so you know what crowns you is like this soul contract that you had to walk away from the soul contract with the Six of Swords. Okay, for some of you guys, most of you guys, I would have to say, the tarot readers or the spiritual teachers or the channelers, if you are not a gay male with the High Priestess female energy, then you have a child, okay? So this pertains to those readers that have a child. If you are a gay male with a High Priestess energy, you give a lot. You give a lot, contribute a lot to your parents. You know, you help out a lot here, okay? And so I got gay here with a Five of Wands and the Page of Cups. This is why I'm saying this. And I love talking to you guys because all I have to tell you is like a card. And you guys are like, oh yeah, okay, that tells you pretty much that this is what could be interpreted as such. I saw a lot of six pop out. So right away, the six caught my attention. Six of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups, Six of Wands. All the sixes came out. And then like sixes in the readings like suggest like personal relationships, family, home, loved ones, education, artistic endeavors. Okay, so this is why I feel like you really placed a lifetime of education in doing these spiritual knowledge. So really, I mean, kudos to you. You're like an expert. I mean, you are the type of person that I go to look at for fine-tuning my craft. So I really appreciate all the tarot readers out there that actually show us their cards and interpret their cards to actually learn from. For example, I do have a couple of them that I really do love watching because they help with ascension. And these tarot readers are like 7. If you know, he's fairly new, 7. I really get a lot of information from the medium, Joanna the medium, who helps with ascensions because they work on fundamental beliefs that have changed your inner standing. You know how we say, as within, so without. So this is what it is meant, that we change our fundamental beliefs that are actually recreate our environment. And so, yeah, so here sixes also mean that you have to take account the feelings and needs of others. Okay, partnerships, family, even children. Some of you guys your children require a lot of attention. Here you're working with your, for some of you guys, I get it's a soulmate. And for some of you guys, you actually have kids with your twin flame. Or yeah, with your I'm going to label it twin flame because a lot of people believe that your twin flame is actually half of your soul, or half of your soul, when in actuality your soul is a spirit. A spirit is like an energy, a collective energy. Okay, we're all come from a collective energy. And energy is not a matter, not a mass where you can divide into halves. So that thing of a twin being your other half, to me is erroneous. And that makes people like get stuck in a rut here, which I will explain in a little bit. Not to say that you guys got stuck in a rut or anything, but there's a fundamental belief here that I see here with the Eight of Swords as a challenge, and the Ace of Cups here, and the Seven of Coins, and the Judgment card followed with a Hierophant here. That's a challenge here that I had to lay out because I couldn't quite understand. Okay, for some of you guys, your counterpart is a magician. He could be a warlock. He could be somebody who has also esoteric knowledge, who's somebody who is an astronomer, astrologer, somebody who knows the movement of the planet. He could be like a Vedic, some kind of spiritual teacher too. If not a spiritual teacher, a counselor, a psychologist, somebody who knows spirituality. Okay? So because this is a couple, the High Priestess and the Hierophant I see as divine counterparts. Divine counterparts. Also here, I also say that the Magician and the High Priestess may also be divine counterparts. I don't have to tell you guys who is in my spread because you guys know. But I'm just going to tell you guys the major arcanas here. Of course, I told you guys Taurus. And you guys can interpret. I don't even have to tell you what zodiac sign is. You guys interpret it on your own, because some people think that the High Priestess is not only Pisces, but they also could be Gemini, and they also could be other Cancer, you know, so you guys interpret. The Empress here, I have the Sun, I have here the Lovers, Magician, High Priestess, I have here High Priestess twice, Magician twice, okay, Judgment, and pretty much everybody. Okay, so I feel like you guys have been wrapping up a karmic cycle of 5. A 5 is usually a year of karma, like 5 to 7 years. So you guys are pretty much completing that Rahu. You guys even might know more than I do. So just bear with me. I just have to say thank you guys for giving me the opportunity to read for you guys. This has been a privilege. Okay, there's a danger in this in the 6, is that for some people you're getting involved in other people's affairs, and so this is maybe it's having to have to share the custody, and so not only custody, but for most of you guys, I get here that you're getting, you know, help, support, from financial support for your child here with the 6 of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. You're getting support from your child here. Okay, because you do have a child here. Okay, for some of you guys, or it could be as old as like high school or early years in college. And although they help you financially, for the most part, you have to do all the rearing and the domesticity in the home. I get here. That sometimes you may meddle into their business, you know, because this is the number 6 is where sometimes we don't mind our own business. For some of you guys, I'm not saying all of you guys, some of you guys. And you like kind of see like who they're investing on and stuff like this. Again, it's great that I don't have to kind of like, and you guys can also, you have the gift of coming up with your own conclusion here as well. But this is what I get. That you may be looking at whatever they don't give to you as bread and butter from your kid, right? I feel like you have to look sometimes, and you don't mind your business. Sometimes you have to like you actually meddle into this your baby daddy's life to see what they're up to. Okay. Now, for some of you guys, this is your twin flame. This is you did have a child with this your twin flame. okay, your divine counterpart. From some of you guys, this isn't your divine counterpart. This was your soulmate. I get here. But that you had met your divine counterpart. Okay, so what crossed you? This is what crowned you right here. This, you know that there's a soul contract here, that you are the Empress. That they pretty much know that this is a spiritual connection here. But you had to walk away. For some of you guys, you could have been married to this person, right? But you definitely have a child with this person. You definitely have a child. If you don't have a child with this person, you had to walk away to take care of your child and nurture your child here. Like I was saying, for some of you guys, you were married to this person, but you had to walk away from this marriage. But you guys are friends, and you have an abundance. You know, you have like a good working relationship with taking care of this child. You guys see eye to eye. If like you, let's say, you say no, you can't do this to the child, your counterpart will actually stick to your side and say the same thing. So you guys communicate well and partnership up where the child cannot manipulate you, and he or she is very happy and healthy in this dynamic. I mean, it's abundant. Okay, this is what I get here. It's good parenting. Okay, and so what's your challenge is I get here the High Priest. Okay, so it's your counterpart. For some of you guys, this is your counterpart. This is your counterpart where they're just as spiritual as you are. I mean, you're a little more so maybe, but they're like into astronomy. They know like the cycles of the moon and the planet and things like this. They could be a tarot reader as well, or like a warlock, or know as much about spirituality as you do. So here I get that there is like this fundamental belief with the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, the Seven of Coins, and the Judgment. I get here that there's this fundamental belief that is keeping you stuck in the rut. It's like a self-imposed prison here. It's making you a prisoner here. I think the reason why you feel like you're stuck in a rut here is because you have love here for someone. It's love without sex. It's somebody who is celibate, doesn't have a relationship right now. They're so spiritually woke that a high priestess, let me tell you, they just don't fuck around with anybody. They know how pure and spiritual, intimate relationship is, and they need to maintain their chakras cleansed and not blocked, because as soon as you block your chakras, it's hard for you to channel. A lot of healers I get here, a lot of healers, a lot of tarot readers are single. I get here, they just like resign themselves to being by themselves. So they like, some of you guys can love lavender here. And you burn lavender, you know, like maybe bathe in lavender, wear lavender aromatherapy to cleanse the energy. And you guys have a lot of self-love and stuff. You went over it. Like, see, a lot of people don't understand that there are readers of all ages. There are healers, light workers of all ages. And it's not the age that's important. It's we've been through hell and back. We've been through, if not one awakening, several awakenings, spiritual awakenings here, where we have to go to hell and back from all this shit and disaster and look at the devil straight in the eye in order to be able to know these spiritual things, because you cannot ascend until you know the depth of darkness. You cannot. This is the yin and yang. We have wallowed in the dark just as much as we wallowed in the light, and we found our balance. So we know this is why we're able to teach, because we've been there. We've been through it. You know, this gift does not come without a price. But some of you guys have love, deep love for somebody, because you know that this person is your past soul mate. Okay, this person is what you would label a twin flame, a spiritual connection, somebody you've had signed a soul contract with before in the ethers, before you actually came here. You had signed a soul contract with this person, and you know this. And they know this because they're spiritual. They know this because they're woke. They know this because they're the magician themselves. They can manifest shit like you wouldn't believe. Some of them are natural manifestors. And this is the deal. And so, for some of you guys, although you have been fruitful and you have monetized your pain here, you have used all that energy into like making a career of your craft. Maybe you guys are get paid for your services, which you should. Everybody gets paid for their services, and you guys are some sort of healer, okay? Whether it's a light worker or a counselor or psychologist, they provide the same thing. And we get deep into our knowledge too. We actually read books. We educate ourselves. We do a lot of these things. It's a craft. It's a thing that we try to master, and not only with knowledge, but also with the body sense of what we eat, how we think, raising our vibrations. And your vibrations is high because in your Celtic spread, your seventh position card was a 10 of cups, so you're vibrating high here, but you're by yourself here. How others see you as a 9 of pentacles here, you're by yourself. You're very fruitful. You're very, very successful in your own right. You know, you take care of your body. You watch what you eat. You know, you're a spiritual eater. Even like if you're a vegetarian, some of you guys are vegetarian. Okay, most of you guys eat spiritual food. Guys eat spirulina. You guys like, like turmeric, like all the special things that you guys intake. You know, sometimes you guys fast. I hear that you guys sometimes fast between 3 to 7 days. I hear here. This is what they just said. But this is a divine love. You know this. This is a divine love here for your counterpart. You know this. But yet, in all your success, you still find that you've been having to wait for this this person. Like you've done your own thing, but you've also like have been patient with this whole process. Kind of feel like it's all in divine timing, like that you have no power over this. The divine do, and the divine will tell you when you come into union. And you've been waiting and trusting the divine, that it actually has made you even feel at times. Sometimes this is like a bitterness that I feel. Other times it's like you may feel like you're stuck in the rut. It may feel like, okay, I'm doing all this, I'm being spiritual, and I'm still not getting my divine partner. Okay, but it's this, there's some belief in your mind that you have to tweak, that you have to make a decision about, something that's having you stuck in a rut here. For some of you guys, and not, I just get for just a minor few, you might be pregnant here, and you have to make a decision about the investments of the child that you have here. For some of you guys, I get here that There's a few challenges that you have here that pretty soon it's like you're not yet the phoenix from rising from the ashes, that you will be successful here as an outcome of Six of Wands here. I can clarify this because this means a lot of things. You guys know this. But here that there's something here that is causing you a mental block here regarding this love or this child, this newborn that you're having, or this child that's in your belly, or this new love that is causing you to think about maybe some of you guys, it's a little bit, at times you get depressed about it at times. Okay, let's keep it real with each other. Let's honesty. Okay, you know, and you guys are your authentic self, otherwise you wouldn't be the high priestess. But there's sometimes you feel like a little bit depressed about the situation of having to, and then you think about all the time that you've invested on waiting for your divine partner. Okay, but here you know that there's a accumulation with all these planets and acting weird, and this finalization of something. You know that something's going to be completed here. You know this. You can feel it. You are woke. You can feel this, that something's going to happen, causing this cycle to close. Awakening, like a rising of something. Okay, you are like a graduation of some sort, like a spiritual graduation. Some of you guys might be ending some sort of spiritual class or some sort of understanding that has caused an awakening. Okay, some of you guys, I get here that you're going to have another ascension here, another awakening here. Okay, and what's in your subconscious is like, I kept getting money matters here. Money matters. So I got the Four of Pentacles here. So your desire for long-term security here. And not only for security, but there's some of you guys are holding on to this connection. You know, it's not like you're waiting. You are still manifesting shit in your life and encountering this divine partner. You wouldn't have risen to, like, maybe your spiritual awakening, or more like be the person that you are today. So you're very grateful for this, but at the same time, like, it's not that you're holding on to them, but you're holding on to this idea. And it's like, because you're talking about them in the cards, or talking about other people's twins and stuff in the tarot readings, may cause you to reflect on your own, causing you to scatter your energies, causing you to spend a certain amount of energy with this situation, and it's causing you some sort of blockage here in manifesting. Because when I shuffled the deck, it just came out like this, and my spirit guide said, leave it like this, leave it like this. So I feel like, although you're very happy and you're at a high, vibrating high, you know, and you're successful, and like, you know, you just like, you're very happy, you have a happy, stable relationship, not only with your children, but with your soulmate, with the baby's daddy. For some of you guys, you're not talking to your twin. You're not talking to your twin. Because in the prior past, I got here the Lovers, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Coins. This means that when it came down to it, the connection and stuff, even though they felt it, that this person made a choice. This person made a choice to pick their other soulmate, and walk away from this connection. Which reminds me to come back again with this thing that has you stuck in this idea that you have here of this divine love. I don't know what your idea is or whatever, but I feel like maybe because some people think that you have one twin flame in this earth. But in reality, I know it's a debate here in the spiritual community. I know it's a debate. Some people think that you only have one twin flame. Other people, like for me, myself, I believe that you can have more than one twin flame. It's rare, okay? But the thing is, like, your twin flame is platonic too. It's just not a lover, it's a platonic relationship. Your friend could be your twin flame, your sister can be your twin flame. And so if we just, it's the label, it's all the meaning and the definition we have behind this label of a twin flame. So when I say twin flame, I mean like a spiritual connection. Okay, I don't mean like half of your soul or shit like this. Okay? And you have, and these spiritual connections are connections that actually are vibrating in the same frequency that you are. Okay, they come from your same soul tribe, from your same tree, from your same branch, from your same leaf, from the same veins in that leaf of your plant. Okay, if that makes sense to you guys. Okay. For some of you guys, I get here that your family does not like you being a high priestess and doing this as a living. But even though they don't like you doing this as a living, they still accept your money. You still give them money. Here, with the Six of Coins and the Page of Cups, you still help them. You still offer them love, tell them you love them, tell them your support because you're a spiritually evolved person. Okay, you don't do the blame game. You're beyond that because you know that karma is karma. You can't blame anybody for karma or their decisions. Okay, you can't do that because these are, soul contracts. And so they don't like what you're doing here. And so I feel that you're going against what is traditional and like unorthodox, what they might perceive as unorthodox, something unconventional that it kind of has you in a bind. It like has you, it makes you feel like you're stuck in the rut, like you have to put on a mask for the love of your family, or you have to put on a mask for something that you love, that you have reap rewards on. But there's something that you're going to do that will there's a decision that you have to make here. Be able to see another perspective in that you're going to be you're going to actually win in whatever it is that you're doing. You're going to like come ahead winning, like it's a win-win situation in the decision that you're making about this this problem, and that you no longer, you're coming into a decision where you no longer feel like you have to hide behind a mask here in the future. I get here. For some of you guys, like that, I feel like money was tight in the past. Okay, and there you've had some karma issues with money. Number 6. Okay, and so I had to read that karma number because karmic number 6 speaks of obligation and loyalty to family and domestic duties. People with karma number 6 often faces challenges with certain family members and may also struggle with meeting family obligations. So this resonated with me just now. And then I got a lot of 8s here. Where is it? 8 here. 7 plus 1 is 8. So there's so many 8s that I calculated here. And my spirit guides for some people need to hear karmic number 8. Deals with prosperity and abundance and learning to appreciate what one has been given. People with this karmic number struggle with money in life until they learn to focus on gratitude and simple abundance, which in turn draws true prosperity. I feel that in the past you've already overcome this. I feel that you've overcome this lack mentality, and then you finally came into your own and are grateful for everything that you have done. And so, but there's something here in your subconscious that is blocking you here with the 4 of Pentacles, because it's hard for you to manifest something here. You're trying to manifest something. But let's walk here to the recent past. Okay, so your divine counterpart, we call them that, your divine counterpart or your spiritual connection. Okay? This mother lover had picked somebody else. Okay? There was some deceptive quality about him. Okay, maybe you were deceiving yourself that he was going to pick you because of this connection. That you were more woke. You know that somebody's more woke than the other person, and that the other person wakes later. Okay, but so you did everything here with the Nine of Wands to have them, your person, choose you. Okay, you may have been the pursuer, the chaser here. Okay, so defending what's yours, no matter how many wands that there were stuck on the ground, you kept going after it. You had one more wand left to fight, one more wand left to fight. So I feel like you kept chasing after this person. Maybe and not chasing as in obsessive chasing I get here, but I do get here that you guys were manifesting here with a Magician and the High Priestess. You know what these two cards mean together. You guys were doing some sort of magic. And I'm not saying black magic or whatever. I don't know what kind of magic it is. You guys know. Maybe it's moon rituals. Maybe it's candle magic. Maybe it's love spells, whatever, that you were trying to manifest this connection. But in reality, this person had free will. For some, I got here that when you were in your state of heartbreak because this person chose someone else, that you did magic in a way that it manipulated the other person's energy. So you enforced your will on them. So this is what you do when you do any love magic, luring them energetically or forcing or manipulating the energies towards your wish fulfillment, towards your desire. And this is changing the hands of destiny. Okay, not putting trust in the universe. Okay, this might have blocked you with the Two of Swords from the union, and you've had to wait here with the Two of Wands for this union. That has not happened yet here. That has not happened. Because some of you guys have this block here with the Eight of Swords. I'm just reading the cards. You may interpret the cards in a different way. And sometimes I get other downloads that I said, oh man, I should have said this afterwards because now I'm getting it. This is so, my intuition is telling me this is what is happening as well. And sometimes I don't see that until later on. And so you might see it. Okay, so I really use, you guys, I don't have to tell you to use your intuition because some of you guys are even more woke within me. Some of you guys are like my teachers, okay? And this is one of the reasons why I don't show my face, because I try to get the attention out of me. It's not about me, it's about you. It's about you and the cards. And I want you to see how I interpret the cards because it's a craft, it's a gift, it's a trade that I love, it's a passion that I have. Not only being able to channel this message for you guys, but also it's not just about a meaning of a card, it's the meaning of cards together and what message you get, because it's like the English word that one word can mean several different things. Okay, so it's just the way it's construed in the context of the situation. Okay, this is where the meaning making comes in, and this takes a channeler, okay, or a tarot reader. I have to put on some sort of mask because I can't be seen in public because of work, and my family doesn't know that I do this. Although I am out of the closet, sometimes I tell them stuff. Did my mom tell you this? No, I know I can tap into the Akashic records. I'm a human lie detector test. Okay, sometimes I can walk into someone's house and say, somebody died here, okay? They hung themselves in that corner. And my friends, my close friends know this about me. But I can't tell, you guys, I can't tell people this, regular people, because they get shocked here. And you're finally coming out of this. Okay, who cares? This is who you are. Okay, so you're graduating from this. You're graduating. For some of you guys that are like me, okay, just telling people who gives a shit, this is what I have, okay, and I'm going to perfect my craft. I'm going to perfect my psychic abilities. Okay. In the near future, you guys have the Five of Wands, the Nine of Swords, and the Chariot here. So I feel that there's a lot of challenges here. Okay, there's a lot of challenges with the Five of Wands. Not only challenges, but I feel not only with other people, but with yourself. There's rivalries. Okay, there's obstacles here that are not making you not sleep at night. For some of you guys here, I get it's a lot of spiritual stuff. Some of you guys, I get here that you're getting psychic attacks here, that you need to use lavender here. I just got this right now. You need to use lavender because especially those that are coming into union with their divine counterpart, because some people, negative energy, some entities don't want you to come into union. For some of you guys, I get here that you have to watch out what you hear when you sleep at night if you have your radio or something on, because you can get subliminal messages that might attach to your energy, creating like spiritual warfare. Or I got here like a bite mark, and something just came to. I just kept looking, and it's something so small. I've never seen this before. This bite mark on this person's neck. I've never seen that before. For some of you guys, you might be getting like some skin marks or and you're like, where is this coming from? You're astral traveling. And some people get freaked out when I say astral traveling, but some people, everybody does it naturally. You know those dreams that you have gone somewhere that you've never been before, but it seems so vivid and so real that you can go throughout the house that you've never been in before and know exactly where things are. Or you speak to people that you've never met before in your entire life. Or you go to like ancient civilizations where you've never been, but you've been in your dream. This is what astral traveling is, guys. And so I feel that some of you guys have been astral traveling in like trying to solve your past life shit through astral traveling here. Okay, and you're focusing, okay, on the prize. Before I move on to this astral traveling thing, let me just tell you something else that I got. Some of you guys may be hearing tarot readings or something, or maybe like some getting knowledge. Make sure that you can understand this knowledge, and it's not they don't say, oh, I'm going to speak in tongues or whatever. Or you might hear music that has subliminal message, or hypnotize, or like I'll hypnotize you into blah 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 blah, or music that will cleanse your blah 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 blah. Okay, whatever, you fill in the blanks. Make sure that you understand everything that they're saying, even when they're speaking in quote unquote in tongues. Don't even, if I were you, if you don't know what they're saying, then it's best not to listen to it, because it's subliminal messages that you can get into your subconscious, and it's very dangerous here. These are the challenges that some of you guys may have. So just be careful what you watch here, and what kind of spiritual knowledge that you're getting here. Some of you guys are astral traveling and dealing with like issues in the ethers. I don't know what kind of issues there are, guys. For some of you guys are still dealing with like money issues, like issues on like or people wanting your attention, your energy. You're constantly having to do readings and stuff, and you're almost always like your head above the water, your head always above the water. There's too many fires that you have to tend to, too many fires. I use my hands a lot, guys. So all right, and so I got the Chariot. Some of you guys might be buying a new vehicle, might be traveling, although right now it's hard for you to travel with these situations that you're going through, it's hard for you to travel right now. But in the future, I do see some traveling here. Some of you guys might buy a car here. But you're pretty much focused on action and change. You know what the problem is because what? You're the high priestess. That's why you know. As for some of you guys, you feel like eventually you're going to unite with your counterpart. But I do truly believe that, just some counterparts are not going to unite. Some spirit twin flames are just are not meant to unite. They're just meant to teach you a lesson, to awaken you to a higher perspective so you can ascend. Because ultimately, in this world, we ascend by ourselves. We have to learn lessons by ourselves. We go up by ourselves. This is just our soul family that's helping us fulfill our contracts. Some people leave contracts open in the past life, and they don't know how to get out of contracts or whatever. So they bring all that bullshit from past lives into this life. And so they're creating new contracts and at the same time leaving old contracts like without closure. That makes sense. So it's a whole like shit mess. But you guys know this. I mean, this is why you guys are free. Freedom. You're free to do what you choose. This is you guys. This is what I pulled up. But there's something in your head. Okay, it's about love here. An divine love. A divine counterpart here. Okay, and the divine counterpart is your hopes and fears here, guys. Your hopes and fears. But here you got the Six of Wands as the outcome. So I'm going to clarify what this says actually. What do they mean by the Six of Wands? And what are you conquering? Or what are you winning and what? Are you actually going to unite with your counterpart? Or are you going to be fruitful and like have this, abundance all by yourself? Which you are apparently having. But sometimes you get into this fluctuation of a state of like thinking about your counterpart because you're always having to read fucking twin flame shit, or you having to read like other person's spiritual connections. Okay, why wouldn't that make you think about yours, right? I mean, it's like a oxymoron. It's like it's just like a double-edged sword. Okay, Six of Wands. I get here that you will receive a message that will be a wish fulfillment here. You will get a message that would be a wish fulfillment. For some of you guys, I get here, for some reason, I'm sorry, I have to say, and not for all of you guys. Okay, you may want to look at your emotional eating. Like, I feel like sometimes you may indulge in things like this sometimes. So you have to watch out your emotional eating here. With the Nine of Cups here, I can show you. You guys know what the Universal Tarot looks like. And so you try to fulfill this void, but you will get communication here with a Page of Wands. Some of you guys are going to just like get a new career in like whatever that you're passionate about, like which is like spirituality. Something, maybe you'll go back to school to be a Reiki healer. If not graduating, you will graduate soon here with a judgment, and maybe like from Reiki school, and maybe like get a new career, or get a new career as a masseuse therapist, or like a tarot reader, or something like this. Maybe you will open up your YouTube channel soon. This is what I get. You will become a student again for some of you guys. You will embark on a new project. Ten of Cups, guys. Again, ooh. How many times did I get at the Ten of Cups? So many times. Like, this is the abundance. I don't have to tell you guys. This is the card of all cards where you have high vibrations. Here in my deck, I have like, I have the meaning of my deck. For me, loving flow of energy in all your relationships. This is what the Ten of Cups is. So it's like you're able to communicate with people from your higher self, from your like authentic self, without putting a mask on and shit. Like, you know, without having any bitterness. You know, taking the time to forgive everybody for working on your inner child, where you don't have any grudge or any hate or anything from anybody. Okay, having high vibration, where you're able to have these connections with people, which is great, guys. And this is while everybody's going like, not crazy, I would say, but like having issues with these things, with the planets retrograding and all this shit. But, you know, you're keeping it cool, High Priestess, because, you know, you've done all your spiritual work. Congratulations, I do have to say. And there you go. Ten of Cups as your outcome. Family reunions, total love and support. I can't honestly, I can't tell you. I don't know if it's, okay, so here I got here the Star. You're going to get inner clarity here over this situation. It's like you don't even give a shit anymore. I get here for some of you guys. You just don't give a shit anymore. You're fulfilled. I'm going to pull another card. One more card here. Actually, I'm going to pull from the Archangels and see what they have to tell us. Can you just help us, Archangels? What do you have to tell us about any message that we can get? I did over an hour with this reading, but clairaudience. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Oh, sorry. My spirit guides told me that I need to talk to you guys about the spider bite. I mean the snake bite. But some of you guys may have spider bites at night in odd places. Okay, when you're astral traveling or whatever the hell is going on. And they told me to show you this card too, clairaudience. Okay, so think about what you hear at night too. Maybe you hear something at night, listen to it, write it down on a piece of paper, okay? And think about what you have dreamt too. If you're astral traveling and you're you can remember what was, you know, what was said and shit like that. But I get here with a snake bite. I had to look it up in the dream dictionary because I was curious and so what is it that, what are they trying to tell us here? You know, and it says here that if you dream about your neck being bitten by animals, snake bite can symbolize like a different person in your life. It could be a person in your life. Fear and fascination and huge impact in life. A threat or alternatively temptation. The most important aspect of this dream is that snakebite represents immediate, quick emotions. In ancient times, around 380 BC, the most common hazard in Egypt was being bitten by a snake. During this time, treatments would involve spells, incarnations, and also spiritual rituals. It was believed that snake bites would poison not only the physical being but also the spiritual. I get some of you guys have past lives in Egypt, and that you have to still um, solve or whatever. I don't know what's going on there. You guys know, I don't know. So you're undergoing a difficult time here with challenges. But you need this experience in order to grow because you're graduating in Ascension, and it's not your first time around the rodeo. I get here. So it's important you understand the surroundings of your dream and the actual feeling of the time of being bitten or something, if you remember. And the patterns you've developed in your waking life. Okay, so you have clairvoyance here, clairaudience, I mean. Like as I said before, as I mentioned. Ooh. And then I got here career transition. Oh wow, it went exactly with what I said. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So if you're thinking about a career change, this means it's a yes. Do it. It will be fruitful. You won't have these Four of Pentacle moments. I love reading for you guys because I can just say you won't have these Four of Pentacles and you won't be like the Six of blah 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 and like just name cards and you guys get it. Well, with that being said, guys, I will appreciate you guys taking the time to view my long video, and it's been a privilege and I learned so much from you guys, and I appreciate everything and your support and your loving energy. So thank you very much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye.